Week 61. It's been 61 weeks that I've been updating you on my health journey, my weight loss journey, and my journey to better myself. My name is Patrice, the Patrice.denise, and you know over here I'm living a healthy, sustainable life one day at a time, one step at a time. Welcome if you are new. I am so glad you decided to join me for this video. Hopefully something within this video will spark your interest. It will help you in some type of way, and you'll be moved to join this community by pushing that subscribe button so that you won't miss any of my future videos, my future updates. I like to do what I eat in a day. I like to do different vlogs. So hopefully something in this video will spark your interest and you'll be inclined to join our community. If you are not new here and you have been here with me before, thank you, family. You are my family. You are my accountability partners. I love you for all your support, your love, everything that you give me along the way to keep me going. I've been chronicling my journey on the medication Mounjaro and how it has been helping me to conquer diabetes, to get my blood sugars under control. I have now kind of pivoted my journey to more of getting healthy overall, the whole me, mind, body, soul, all of it. And I've just been chronicling that for you here and giving you weekly updates. I am on the 7.5 milligram dose of Mounjaro, and I have been, if you looked at some of my previous videos, you would know, but I have been doing my injection every 10 days instead of every 7. Now, with that being said, let me go ahead and inject right now. I am not a doctor. I am not a pharmacist. I am just someone here sharing my experience with you guys so that it may help you in some type of way. Not tell you exactly what to do with your journey, but just help you in some type of way to see somebody else in real life who is going through it as well. So make sure you always check with your doctor regarding the plan of care for yourself, and don't make any changes to your health plan unless you talk with your doctor. And with that being said, my last injection on Mounjaro was on January the 22nd, which was a Monday, and today is January the 31st. My next injection will be on Thursday, February the 1st, so on tomorrow. So let's just get right into it. This is week 61. As you know, I'm kind of in a, I guess I can't say kind of, I am in a maintenance mode. I am in a position right now where I am maintaining or striving to maintain my weight and where I'm at health-wise. So I feel that I'm doing well with that. I do have to admit, being in maintenance mode is, to me right now, since I'm in it and going through it, is just as hard as trying to lose weight or trying to reach different health goals. You got to stay consistent. You got to continue to employ those healthy habits that you put in place. You got to do reflections and twists and turns and tweaks, and you just got to be vigilant of what you have going on in order to maintain what you have got to. So when I say maintain, my goal at the end or through 2023 was to reach 160 or below 160 in 160 pounds in weight. My goal also for my A1C was previously as high as 10 or higher, I think, yeah. And right now it's at 5.6. Is it 5.6 or 5.7? I'll put it up here where it was last checked. I do get my A1C checked in May, I believe, of this year. Right now it's January 31st, just to give you reference. But I will get my A1C checked again here soon, a couple more months. But my goal is to continue to keep my weight, in a great place for me, as well as my blood sugars in a controlled state. So maintenance mode, I got to continue to keep putting those habits in place, keep doing what I've been doing. And it's hard. Nothing in life is easy. You got to continue to push and keep going and never give up. So that's what I've been doing here this past month in January. And let me just give you some of the stats. So I did say in a previous video, I forgot what week it was, but I wanted to move away from doing weekly weights because it was just kind of like put more stress on me than I wanted to allow. So I wanted to kind of see a bigger picture, and so I moved to doing monthly weights. Well, I was looking at my calendar and I was just trying to make it all make sense. So I decided to go ahead and do my weights. I was going to do it the beginning of, or the first Wednesday, because I'm recording this on Wednesdays, the first Wednesday of the month, but I decided to change it to the last Wednesday of the month. So I'm recording it today, January 31st, which is the last Wednesday of this month. And then the next one will be recorded on, I'll take my weight again on, that would be, let me pull up my calendar here. That will be on February 28th. So I'll do every last Wednesday of the month. I'll weigh in and then I'll report to you, guys, I post it on Thursdays. As best as I can. So I weighed in today. My last weight was 158.8 pounds. And when I weighed in today, this morning, I weighed in at 159.0. So maintained throughout the month of January. And we're going to look at some of the things that I've been tracking, my habits and the things that I've put in place to help me on this journey. Throughout the month of January, it has had its bumps and twists and turns. And, as many of you know, we had the untimely, unfortunate death in the family. And through it all, with the help of God, I was able to maintain my weight. So I am happy with that. With my measurements, I know I show the measurements all the time. From my scale, and the scale, the one that I'm using is the Renfo body measurement scale. But I recently helped someone, and you know who you are, with just some information on body scale measurements by finding this site. And I want to share that site as well, because on that scale, it does break things down or show you different measurements, such as like your BMI, your body fat, fat-free body weight, the subcutaneous fat, visceral fat, body water, skeletal muscle, muscle mass, bone mass, protein percentage, the BMR, and your metabolic age. And so this website, which I'm putting it in the link down below, because I want to give credit to who it belongs to, but and also just continue to do your own research as well. But this website breaks down the different categories. So I'm not sure if you can see that real well. Let me see if, okay, yep, okay. So like it talks about the total body weight, your body mass index, the body fat percentage. And so go to this website, Total Body Water. Go to this website to see what exactly your basal metabolic rate, to see what see what these terms mean. So I'm gonna link that down below as well, so you can go see that. But the visceral fat area. So definitely go to that website down below so that you can check out these different terms and kind of get a good understanding of what those mean for yourself as well. So, and they talk about some other ones too, like soft lean mass, bone mineral content, that metabolic age. Because I'm always like, okay, y'all say I am 44. I'm not 44. But it just, okay, it says if the metabolic age is higher than your actual age, it is a sign that you need to improve your metabolic rate. And so then we would need to get a better understanding of what metabolic rate is and how we can improve that. So let's see. And the basal metabolic rate is the number of calories burned by the body when you're doing absolutely nothing. And it is based on the number of calories the body would need if resting for 24 hours. The calories are used for the body's vital functions such as breathing, blood circulation, brain function, so forth. A person with a high BMR burns more calories than a person with a low rate. Okay, it fits hand in hand with muscle mass. As the greater the muscle mass, the higher the BMR and the more calories are burned. So we need to increase our muscle mass in order to increase that metabolic rate, which will in turn decrease your metabolic age. So yeah, so get this, go to the site. Like I said, I'm gonna link it down below so that this can maybe help you out as well. So yes, during January, we had all that going on. And like I said, I thank you guys for your support in that and your prayers in that. But through it all, I was able to maintain my weight. So I am excited with that. So I did go up 0.2 pounds, but that's okay. That is quite all right. One scripture that I recently talked about in a video that I did the other day was Luke, the 8th chapter, the first verse and it says that then Jesus told his disciples a parable to show them that they should always pray and not give up. So that has been with me for the last couple of days, that through it all, we can't give up. We got to keep going. January was hard for myself, for my family in general. And through it all, let me tell you, I'm going to get to my habits here in a second. But by me praying with God, praying to God and speaking with him and writing it down in written form, it's just bringing me closer and closer to him and keeping me grounded. And I think that is what is really keeping me going right through this time. And now I'm going to continue to keep me going. But just ponder on that, meditate on that. Pray and not give up. All right. So my habits that I like to track, I've been tracking in my prayer journal. Let me just take these out so you can kind of see it better. I've been writing in my prayer journal, and I have these little papers here. So in January, you see that I did that every day this month. Like I said, today is the 31st, so I did it every day this month except for, I believe that was the 14th. Yes. So been on track with that, and that has brought me great revelations. All of this, as well as my Bible study time with God, that also has brought me great revelations. And I read, if you saw that video I was talking about a second ago, I go into the Bible app every day, and I read in the Bible app the verse for the day and the kind of summary that they give regarding the verse for a day. And they have a person who gives a video and they talk about that verse for a day, and then they have a summary of it, and whatnot. So I do that every day. But this Bible study is what I'm talking about. Is I've been reading the book of Proverbs, and right now, because I missed that one day, I am on chapter 30, and then tomorrow I'll be reading chapter 31, and that is the infamous chapter of the Bible that talks about a virtuous woman. So I'm excited to dive deep into that one. And I'm reading it out of this Chronological Life Application Study Bible. And so as I read the chapter for that day, at the bottom, it kind of explains more about that, those different verses and things like that. So I've been doing that for this past month, and I'm excited about that and what it has revealed to me. And after I do Proverbs, I think I want to go ahead and do Ephesians. I know I said before that I want to focus on the woman of the Bible, but I'm being led to go to Ephesians and read Ephesians, and then after that I may go into reading about the different women in the Bible. But moving on, I am also reading some books each day, while reading a book or a chapter in a book a day, or a piece of the chapter in a book a day. And as you see, I did finish Fight Fair. That was the book that I was reading at the beginning of January, and I have started reading The Secret to Successful Relationships, and that's by one of our community members here, Dr. Rutley. And she wrote this book, and I have been reading this book for the last couple of days, and let me tell you, it is great. So the first chapter is well, the book, it dives deep into relationships with God, or how to, build successful relationships. And so the first chapter is talking about, first and foremost, your relationship with God. That's first and foremost. In order to have a great relationship with anyone else, you have to have a grounded relationship with God. And then from there, I have moved on to read chapter 2, and that talks about the relationship with yourself. So, of course, once you have that relationship built with God, then you can understand yourself, and you can build a great relationship with yourself. And then we'll move on to relationships with others. So I am diving deep into that book, and it is helping me out already. So I have been pretty consistent with my personal reading time. So, and the way I've been doing it is I do my Bible study. Oops, sorry, let me take that back out. I do my Bible study in the morning in my prayer, write in my prayer journal in the morning, and then at night is when I do my personal reading, just to kind of break it up. And then my other habit here is water intake, and I haven't completed that yet for today. Got my water right here, and but I've been real consistent with that. As you see, I'll color in today's little space after I finish at least 2 of these. So this right here is 40 ounces, and I do at least 2. And if I finish 2, then I'll move on and continue to drink throughout the day. But I try to make sure I can't color that in unless I drink 2 of those. And so that'll be 80 ounces at least a day. Physical activity, I've been good on it overall in January. Now, if you see, there are quite a few times where I was not able to get in physical activity during the day. But I think I've been okay. I've been okay. I mean, I had a lot going on. I did exercise. I was out of town for the services for my father-in-law. I did exercise one time when I went on the girls trip-ish vision seminar trip. I did exercise one time that weekend. And then if I work on a Saturday, I don't have time to exercise because I get up early in the morning. And I'm telling you, if I don't exercise in the morning, or if it's not like planned, like I'm going with somebody to exercise later on in the afternoon or something like that, it don't get done. How do y'all exercise in the afternoon, in the evenings? That's one thing I have not mastered. If I don't exercise in the morning, it does not get done. It does not get done. So if you can help me out with that, I don't know if I'm gonna change that, but I just want some suggestions. Just some suggestions. If you exercise in the evenings, how do you do that? Unglamorous Glow, she was talking about in one of her videos recently, habit stacking. Was that Unglamorous Glow? Yes, that was habit stacking, and she was talking about how if you do something in, I guess, certain time, like she was talking about when she gets off of work, she immediately goes to her to do her exercise, her walking pad, or take a walk or something like that. So she was saying, if you combine something that you already are about to do with something else, if you're trying to start a new habit, just ease it into with something that you're already doing, then you're more inclined to do it. So I think she gave the example. I think she was talking about like brushing her teeth in the morning, or was that it? I'm sorry if I didn't get it right, but she was just saying, like, she already does this, so if she takes this and add it to it, then she's more inclined to do it. So like, for instance, with me, I am in the morning, I get up early in the morning anyway. So what I've started to do is I get up an hour earlier, or more like 45 minutes sometimes earlier, and I go ahead and get the my time in with God, and then I do my exercise, which is cardio, on my walking pad. So I already was doing that anyway for exercise, so I just kind of said, okay, I'm gonna take it a step further and make sure I get my time in with God before I get into the exercise. Okay, another example that I do is brushing my teeth. I brush my teeth every morning, so I go ahead and check my blood sugar at that time. Speaking of blood sugar, I did it every morning here, and I check my fasting blood sugars, and I'll give you those numbers in just a second, but I check my fasting blood sugars every morning. So I say all that to say that Maybe if I was doing something in the afternoon that pertained to physical activity, then, or that would align with physical activity, then I could probably work out in the afternoons. But right now I don't. So, yes, if you work out, if you would like to work out in the afternoons, and if somebody else put something in the comments that would help you, check it out down there below. All right. So moving on, blood sugars. So my blood sugars, I check my fasting blood sugar in the morning, right when I get up, right when I brush my teeth. And starting on January the 25th, my blood sugars were good. Our blood sugars have been well maintained this past week. The lowest was 79. That was on January 25th, last Thursday, all the way up to today, which was 95. So they stayed in the 90. The 79 was an outlier. And then throughout the rest of this week, they were in the 90s. So that was good. You know, your fasting blood sugar should be anywhere between 70 to 100. So that's a good. All right. I said my exercise. I do my cardio on a walking pad, 35 to 45 minutes a morning. I felt that was, I did good with that overall. Nutrition overall this week, I started to get back into the swing of things. I ingested a lot of carbs, to be honest, throughout January, throughout those kind of 2-week spans where, you know, things were a little hectic. And this week I was able to get back into my basics by juicing. I made some egg bites. I had my yogurt and fruit bowls with granola. I did that chicken and veggies. I need to go back to Harris Teeter and get some of that chicken because that chicken was good. I did the overnight chia pudding, and that was good. So I'm going to keep doing that because I really enjoyed that. It definitely has that pudding consistency. So if you tried overnight chia pudding and you like it, what do you add to yours? Do you add granola? Like, I didn't add granola the last batch, but what I might do is go ahead and make the different jars, and then in the mornings add granola to it because I think that will add some crunch to it. So yes, I did that, and I think that was great. One thing I want to share with you guys, my sister, you know who you are, she shared with me a video, and I just got finished watching it earlier this morning when I was on the treadmill. And it's by Sarah Jakes Roberts. It's one of her sermons. And if I can, what I'll do is I'll link it down below if I can, or it's up here somewhere. I'm not sure like how it will go. But it talked about keeping the faith. You got to keep faith in what you're doing. You got to continue to talk within yourself. You got to trust God. You just got to keep going. You got to keep going. This journey to better ourselves, to health-wise, to better ourselves emotionally, mentally, to get to know ourselves, this journey is hard. But you got to keep the faith. You got to keep going. You can't give up. You can't give up. So, you know, that sermon right there today helped to put another spark in me, and I appreciate you for sharing that with me. So if anyone else is interested in it, I'm telling you, that was a powerful message. So I'm going to share that down below if I can. And that's another thing that I am grateful for, is just the connections that I'm making through this journey, through documenting this journey, and how I'm getting reconnected with people. And God is bringing more people back into my life. So I am grateful for that. So sis, I am just happy for our connection and what God is doing through this. So yes, she is doing great in her journey. She is conquering fears and just overtaking things that before, you know, she doubted. And so she is really taking over her health, and by our conversations and whatnot, our connections, I can see that she is happy. She's doing better for herself now. And like I said, I just thank God for the connections that we are able to make through us having faith in Him and just going out on a limb, because basically that's what I did when I started documenting this journey. This is definitely bigger than me. So this is bigger than me. This is bigger than me. Oh, in a video that's coming up, you're going to see that I was processing a lot. I had to do a brain dump, so to speak, because I want to help you guys. I want to continue to motivate you guys because it helps to motivate me. And it may sound weird, it may sound crazy, but by me motivating you, it's motivating me to continue on my journey. So I want to put together some things like some journaling prompts or habit trackers or something. It's in my mind. I'm still doing the brain dump and I'm still mapping it all out. But I want to put it together and I want to share it with you guys because I want it's going to help me. And then, as I see it helps me, then I'll share it with you. But those are some things that I want to have coming up, moving, in the future. So overall, I feel that maintenance mode is going great. I'm doing okay. I feel like I'm doing okay. The victory this week was me getting back on track, me staying grounded. The revelations that I'm receiving from God, that was my victories this week. What are some of your victories for this week? What are some of your scale victories as well as your non-scale victories? How are you doing? How is everything going? I hope it's going great. Let us know in the comments below how you're doing and what has been working well for you that may help somebody else along the way. So, definitely share in the comments below. As for Mounjaro, like I said, my next injection will be on February the 1st. Which is tomorrow. So I'm going to inject that 7.5 milligrams. Last time I did it in my right arm because I did right, left, right. So then this week I'm kind of enjoying doing it in the arm. I think the arm, I don't know, my body likes the arm. And I think it's been giving me some good effects with my overall control and blood sugar. So I think I'm going to do it in the left arm tomorrow. But yeah, this is week 61 in a nutshell. Continuing to maintain, continuing to move forward, continuing to do what is good for my body, and continue to share it with you guys. Y'all, I thank y'all for your love, your support. I thank you for all the motivation and just being my advocate partners. Oh, that's what I did want to say. So I am now also, I think I've already said this before, but I really am diving deep into it now because I'm going to be serious about this. I am also including financial health as well in my overall health, right? So I did pay off one debt in the month of January. I don't really, I haven't showed that or found a way to include that in all of this, but I did pay off one debt in January and I'm going to continue on and continue marking them off. So financial health is just as important as our physical health, our mental health, our emotional health, and our spiritual health. So that's one more thing I can continue to track with you guys and share with you guys. So that's a great victory, right? But as always, guys, I thank you for your love. I thank you for your support. I thank you for continuing to be with me and to motivate me and continuing to push me to go even further. And I just thank you. I thank you. So I'll see you guys in the next video. I love you guys. We are doing this. We are maintaining. We're going to continue to push. So if you're not yet to the point where you're maintaining, but you're continuing to reach or for your goals, continue. Do not give up. You can't give up. We cannot give up. I love you guys and God bless.